Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super oversized amount of items that have been used up in this household. As per usual, it's been a bit since I was able to film, about 3 weeks. So we've amassed a lot of things in about a 5-week period. So let's just go ahead and dive in. I will leave timestamps down below like I always do, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the makeup items that I have. So I have two boring makeup items like I typically do, and that is first the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. I'm burning through these more rapidly because I only seem to have access to the small ones, not the jumbo ones. I'm not even sure they make them anymore, but I now have a small hoard of these, so I'm going through them pretty quickly. These are great. I use them every time to spritz my brushes to both get off any color cosmetics, but also sanitize them, which I think has helped keep them nice and fresh and also really given good longevity to them, so very happy with this stuff. Second thing I have is the Trader Joe's Watermelon Facial Mist Refresh and Hydrate. For, I'd say, a good half of this, I was using it as a setting spray during those drier, wintry months. It came out in the summer, but I'm not somebody who's looking for that dewy look because I live in a pretty humid climate in the summer, so I'm kind of always looking dewy and it's just sort of sweat, which is super fun. So I use more of those lock it in place setting sprays. So in the summer, initially, I was using it to spritz my brush, then putting eyeshadow on it just as like a wettener. It created this beautiful liquid on my eyes, and then it also smelled really nice. I wouldn't go buy this again, but it was pleasant to use. I have two items that just were no bueno for me. The first is my IT Cosmetics CC Plus SPF 50 color correcting full coverage cream, anti-aging, hydrating serum. A lot of words in this tiny little sample. This just was not for me. The color was difficult. I tried to lighten it, and tone-wise, I still couldn't get it to work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pitch this. There was another in the line, I don't know which one it was, that I did try that I liked, but I have to use the fairest shade, and even then I think it might be a little bit too dark for me. I'm also saying goodbye to the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in Perfect Pearl. I am so sad about this. This, I think, was a freebie. I do not typically buy shadow sticks, but the color of it looks like it has such nice potential, and on my hand, it looks really pretty and so fun. This one is hard. Like, I have to really like put a lot of pressure on my hand to get any kind of color off of it. And then on my lid, perhaps because I'm so pale, it didn't really look like anything. You couldn't really tell there was anything on my eyes. So it is not getting a place in my makeup collection. I don't use these products much anyway, so it would have had to be really spectacular, and it just was not. It wasn't even mediocre. It was just not great. It's going. And then two products that I used up, which are really exciting. The first is my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip in Rose. The other small guy that I purchased, and to be honest, I would love, be still my heart, if Tarte came out with a full set of these minis. That would be the dream. I would love a set of minis. I find, and it could be me, that I go through these probably more quickly because I can see how much I have left, and I find that very motivating. The ones that I have that are clicky ones, I swear, I thought I was about to finish a clicky one way back in May. No, it is still going strong. I have no idea what the end of one of those will look like, and I am quite curious, but this is in the shade Rose. I really loved it. It essentially is a My Lips, but glossier, which is just the best. I've been trying other brands' versions of these, and so far this is the most superior. I like this one a lot. So I think I've already repurchased it as a full size when they were on sale during maybe Ulta's 20 Days of Beauty, but it's great. It's the best. It's probably one of my favorite lip products at the moment. And then I've also used up another staple that I sadly can no longer get. It's the House Laboratories, before they were reinvented, their limited edition liquid eyeliner, matter than matte liquid eyeliner in La Vida Punk. Oh, I loved the gold packaging that they did in connection to Lady Gaga serving in the lovely role for the, was it the Gucci family? Yeah, I think so. This was great. I loved this liner. I've talked about these ad nauseum. I've had them in a lot of trash talks, and I think I went through in the lifespan of this product between 5 to 8 of these. They're just lovely. However, good news for me and you is that CoverGirl sells basically a very good dupe of this. It's not exact, and I would really be curious to have the new Haus Labs bring one of these out, but I don't know how feasible that is with all of their current focus. I don't know if they can do like a clean version of this. I'm not even sure if that's their brand. I don't know. I haven't been as into the new Haus Labs. I admit, I think a lot of the stuff that they previously had wasn't quite hitting the mark, but then this new wave hasn't excited me as much, even though the rest of the world doesn't really me, and that's fine. So happy that I've used this up because it is very satisfying, but sad that I have no more of this black from this line. All right, let's talk shower products, shall we? This is gonna seem very strange, but I have 2 of these Epsom salts. I'm gonna tell you, we don't take a lot of baths, but then there's kind of a story to this. So this is just Target's Up and Up Epsom salt for soaking, relaxing coconut, and it says you can compare it to Dr. Teal's Epsom salt soaking solution. This smelled so yummy. First funny story about this. Ben went to take a bath and he was feeling a little bit sore. So I said, okay, let's put some Epsom salt in there to help you. And I put some in, and there was maybe like about this much left in the bag. Apparently, even though he said yes and acknowledged that I did this, he didn't hear me and then proceeded to dump the rest of the bag into the bath, which is ridiculous. Did he feel relaxed? Yes, yes, he did. Did my whole house smell like coconut? Yes, yes, it did. So ridiculous. So we didn't get the full amount of usage we could have gotten out of this, but it's nice. I would buy it again. To me, I have found with my Epsom salt experience, it just is all about the scent to me. I don't have a lot of distinction between the brands at all. So this one was decent. Other one that I've had before that I also had this time was the Glow Radiance Vitamin C and Citrus Essential Oils. This one I like, but I have to be in the right mood for it. I don't just universally love this scent, but I finished this up because I got strep throat, which I can't recall. I'm sure I had strep throat as a kid, but I don't have a memory of it. And the amount of pain that I was in the first day of having strep throat rivals childbirth. And I can say that because I have birthed a child. I spent hours, multiple times throughout the day in the bath because it's the only place that I was getting any kind of relief. And I was on antibiotics on day 1 and I was still experiencing this. I had like a pulsing, headache type of feeling from my kidneys up to my forehead. I think that's known as a rheumatic fever. I don't know. Like I said, I've never experienced the kind of pain and suffering as I experienced day 1 of strep throat. And then for 5 days afterwards, I was in a weakened state. I told Ben, kiss me goodbye. I may not make it. I know it's traumatic now, but it was ridiculous. Hopefully we'll never have strep throat like that again. It was violent and this sort of helped, but that is why I progressed so quickly. I haven't taken a bath in a while, let alone a multi-hour bath, a few times in one day because the suffering, I can't underscore this enough, the suffering I was going through. Anyways, moving on, let's talk scrubs. So the first scrub that I have is the Peach Sorbet. Oh my gosh, if you have ever had the sour peach rings candy, which low-key for a while was the candy for me, that was the candy of choice. Oh, this was great. This was the perfect bring me back to childhood kind of scent. The scrub, exceptional. Tree Hut is king of scrubs. I'm really into them. I love the seasonal drops they've been doing lately that I happen to just see at Target. I'm not really in the know, but I love this one. I'm glad that I had it. And then I also tried out one from ColourPop, their Soul line. This was the Sugar Body Polish. I don't remember, I think the scent was just, I don't know, vanilla. Yeah, nothing super noteworthy. These are fine. These are big sugar crystal pieces that kind of sort of exfoliate, but not really. I burned through this very fast because there's not a lot of product, 6 ounces, not a lot of product in here. So Won't buy again, scratch that itch, but is not gonna beat out Tree Hut any day of the week. Then I've got 3 shower gels to chat with you about, all delights. The first is from Fortune Cookie Soap. I was placing an order and they had these left over from Christmas and I loved this scent. It was the This Is Tradition Exfoliating Body Wash. The exfoliating part is nonsense. Don't listen to it, it's not true. But the scent, so good. It's gotta be some kind of vanilla musk. I should look it up on the website before it disappears because this is just heavenly. Happily had a second one and used it up really fast. Then I used up, this is a chatty one, I used up my Princess Peach shower jelly. The notes of this were, do they tell me? I think that it just says, give yourself the royal treatment in the shower gel with a regally peachy jelly. Oh my gosh. The scent, so stinking good. I wish I had more of this. And when I purchased this and hauled it, I had said to everyone, I was like, listen, I don't know how to work with these. It seems like a lot of maintenance. People were sassy in the comments, PS, which thanks for helping a girl out. But anyways, I did some research and I found people on Reddit, very helpful on Reddit, who discussed using these exfoliating or like soap bags. I say exfoliating because that was a key thing I didn't want. I didn't want to have an exfoliating bag, which is what some people like put a bar soap in and then use that as an exfoliant, and the bag itself is the way that they scrub themselves. Interesting idea, but didn't want that. So I scoured the internet of Amazon and found these bags. And this was actually perfect. I put it in there and then I cinched it. And then I kept it inside. Initially, when the jelly was like full brand new, it was a little bit hard to keep the lid on. I found that it kind of just more like sat there, but as it got used up, I was able to screw the lid back on. It worked out perfectly. If I can remember and find my order, I will link those down below in case you are a jelly person, because I will say without that bag, I would not have fared very well. The last time I did use it though, the whole thing kind of disintegrated, which maybe that's normal. I have no experience with shower jellies, but it certainly makes me more open to the prospect of having a shower jelly in the future. So if there's a scent from Lush that I just happen to stumble upon that I want to buy in a jelly form, I will do so, which would be really enjoyable. But this scent was just so enjoyable and was perfect for summer, and I just freaking loved it. And then the last one that I have was also amazing. This is from Tree Hut. It was their Watermelon Foaming Gel Wash. I might be lying to you, but I feel like they're new to the foaming gel wash game. I've only known them to have shower oils or just shaving oils, but oils in general. And I initially thought that this was going to have sort of an oily type of texture. Boy, was I wrong. It had this beautiful, not super like thick, but it had a little bit of a silky texture to it. The biggest problem that I had was not being a goblin and taking too much, not like gobbling, like squeezing gobs and gobs. I mean, I had to pull a few times. I was like, that was too much, tone it down. I just love the scent of it. I love the feeling of it. Oh, it's so good. I definitely want to explore more of these. Like as they release new scents, I'm gonna keep my eyes out for them and might buy one every now and then, because even though it was 18 ounces, I did go through it relatively quickly compared to like a Bath & Body Works shower gel, which has a pump. Pumps are key to helping me not get too overzealous, because otherwise I just go ham, and that's not always the way to go. And finally in this category, I have a whip soap. This is the Fantastical and Magical Whip Soap Fortune Cookie Soap. This I bought blindly. I didn't love the scent of it. It almost has like an herbally orange scent. That could be totally wrong. I don't know. There's something about it that I just don't love. So it's fine. It's a shaving cream. I used it. No big deal. Ooh, let's talk skincare. I feel like I have a lot of face washes in particular to discuss. The first face wash is the bane of my existence. It's the CeraVe Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser. I was super jazzed about this because I feel like a lot of CeraVe is geared towards dry skin, which is not my realm of skin problems. However, I have a dark place in my heart for this because it ruined all of my towels. All of my towels have been bleached because of this product. I know that for a fact because it was the only variable different in my skincare routine when all of my towels started to get bleached, which is so frustrating because I love my towels and they were not cheap. So I won't buy it again for that reason. And this is me warning you that if you use a colored towel, don't use this stuff because you're not going to like the outcome of ruining all of your towels, which your girl very much did. So it doesn't matter how good this product was, which it was, it's not worth ruining all my towels. The second face wash that I have is the Tula Skincare Probiotics and Superfoods, the cult classic purifying face cleanser. A lot of words on here. I feel like Tula was a really hot skincare line in the year of 2022. I think that we are now in a different wave of skincare craze, but this was on sale during, I think, the fall 21 Days of Beauty for Ulta. So I went ahead and grabbed it because I was in the market for a cleanser and this sounded like it had some potential. This has a weird texture. It has like this, I don't know, like silky, I don't know how to describe it. It has this like thick texture and it's a little bit silky, but it would leave my skin feeling stripped, like very much stripped down. It wasn't my favorite. The scent of it was also just okay. It was like generic bar soap scent, which was a little bit much for my personal, and I'm not a big like person who notices scent in skincare and have it be off-putting. Look, little bubbles are navigating around me, but this wasn't a cult classic for me. It was effective, but I just don't, there's not enough things I like about it to want to buy it again. I have a whole arsenal of effective face washes for me, so I'm happy I used it. I'm happy I kind of scratched the Tula itch, but it's definitely not something I would have wanted to pay full price for, and I'm not converted to it. And finally, for face washes, I have the Youth of the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser. This cleanser is so good. I just hate that it is so freaking expensive. It is axe to the grindstone how expensive it is for me, but it just works really well. I find that it is a thin but powerful formulation. The scent of it is pleasant, so it checks off a lot of boxes. I really do like it. Very sad that it is so expensive, but they had a really good bundle at Christmas time, which made it much more reasonable. So I'm going to keep my eyes out for that again this winter. All right, let's talk about moisturizers. I have a face moisturizer. This is from the Inculus. It's the Omega Water Cream. This might be my second one of these. It is fabulous. I really like it for this time of year because I wouldn't say I'm necessarily oily skinned, but I find that when it's super humid out throughout the summer months, if I don't have a lightweight moisturizer, it just paves the way for acne, especially hormonal acne, to make a whole appearance on my face. So this is fabulous. I've already purchased another one that I'm currently using. It's also very reasonably priced, which I do enjoy as well. I really wish, though, if I could just be a little bit nitpicky, I wish I had a pop top. I don't love having to unscrew my moisturizer and have it not be in a pot, but I can get over it because the price point is so good and the product inside is wonderful. Oh, another moisturizer, but for my hands. I finally used up the last of my Arbonne hand lotions. This is in the scent Apricot. It's fine. Don't think it's worth the money. Will not get again. Then I have another one of these fabulous eye creams from Good Molecules. Let me just unwind the metal. This is the Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. Packaging is a little bit tough. It's a little bit finicky to not get too much out of, but you can get every last drop, which is great. And it's also super cheap. I did purchase a drugstore. I think it's from, could be CeraVe. No, what's the other one? Why can't I think of it? Comes in a pump. It's a big thing of it. It rivals. It's a competitor of CeraVe. Why can I not think of it? So upsetting. Used to use it for a long time. Anyway, it's not going to come to me. If it does, I'll shout it out. But I purchased that. It's not as good as this stuff, and I think it's even a little bit more expensive. So I will go back to this once that eye cream is done. And I did repurchase and use up the Selfless by Serum Peptide Q10 and Ginger Daily Defensive Antioxidant Serum. It's okay. The packaging stinks on these serums, so I'm gonna try real hard not to buy any more. But I was getting a little bit desperate, so I ended up going back to this just so that I could help clear up kind of an acne front that I was dealing with, and this did help resolve it. So it is effective, but I just don't love the packaging and how it sort of craps out halfway, and then I gotta cut it open and put it into something else. You know me, I'm a low maintenance packaging gal, so this definitely deters me. Oh, I've got some skincare samples. Nothing particularly noteworthy, so I'll just kind of blaze through them. I have the Kiehl's Super Multi-Corrective Eye Zone Treatment. No. Then I have the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. Too much for me. And then the Solaire UV Mineral Multi-Defense Sunscreen Fluid from Avene. I think Avene? Anyways, when they say fluid, they ain't lying. This stuff was super thin. This whole little package lasted on my face an entire week. Didn't love that. I also have, oh, this was really nice. This is the Wishful Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer. Listen, I seem to really like the Wishful face products. However, this is not for me. This is for somebody who has dry skin. It is so lovely. The scent of it, a little medicinal, not my favorite, but the formula, if I was a dry skin person, this would be where it's at. And then I've got two that I experimented with. I had the Belief, the True Cream, and the Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Cream. I tried these out as eye creams because I've heard a tip that people say that eye cream and face cream in a line are very similar in formulations, but you're gonna pay a lot more for eye cream. And I was like, is that true? Could I get away, especially with the Belief one, could I get away with buying the face moisturizer? This experiment didn't yield a lot of results for me. I don't think I had long enough to test out the theory. I also feel like in the winter is a better read of how well that theory could actually work. So I may try it again. I'm not ruling it out entirely, but I'm not totally converted to that thought either. I've got two SPFs. I have a body SPF and a face SPF, both from Supergoop, both from the Unseen line. This is the Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40 for your face. This is the best. Here's what I'll say about both of these. This is also the body one. I, as someone who has put on a lot of sunscreen in her time and has hated it for most of her time, will really tell you that these seamlessly blend into the skin. It is so refreshing. This feels like I'm putting on nothing. This same thing. Initially, it feels a little silicone-y, which I don't love, but it absorbs really fast and you'll never even know that it's on. Con though, especially on the body front, because I am so pale, I maybe applied this at the most 10 times to my body and I used it up. That as a price per usage standpoint is not great. I cannot afford that lifestyle. I really think in the future, like we're talking next spring during the VIB sale, which, because I don't think this stuff dropped before that point, but I'm pretty sure it now is on the Sephora website. I think I would purchase 2 of these, maybe 3 to get me through the summer season. And then if I depleted that, I'd go back to the Sun Bum, which is what I mostly use. But I gotta tell you, this stuff is just so good. I so enjoyed it. I actually bought a full size for my face and I've been applying that on my face. It's really lovely. But for the body, it's just very expensive for me and I cannot afford that lifestyle. We now move into hair items, mostly hair curling items. In fact, it's 90% items I've used to curl my hair during hair curling season. The first is the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Frizz Control Sculpting Gel. This was me in a previous life. I used to only use these types of gels to scrunch my hair. They are probably the harshest to use. Like I get those crunchy kind of curls with any formulation of this type of gel. It's not what I prefer to do, but I get desperate at the end of the season because I don't want to buy another one of my really expensive ones. So I think I have found an alternative to this that is much cheaper and doesn't give me that crunchy curl. I'm happy I used it, but I don't love it. Speaking of an alternative, I did purchase a second one of the Eva NYC, the Lazy Jane Salt-Free Wave Spray. Many of you in my last Trash Talk left me comments that perhaps I might have better results with a pink can version. I can't remember the exact name of the product, but I will say second time around, being more educated, I was more successful with this. I do feel like I blew through it really fast. Maybe that's just me being silly, but there is only, I say only, there's 5.4 fluid ounces in here, which is more than the wave spray comes with, but I don't know. I think I will definitely purchase this over the Not Your Mother's actual gel because I do like it. I have it in my hair right now. And as you can see, like my curl, it's end of day. The curl isn't as held, but like whatever, I can get by. I don't need my hair to always look good 12 hours out of every single day. So for the cheap price point, I will start to switch between this and the wave spray. Because speaking of, I have two, oh, so expensive, two of the best wave sprays of all, the wave spray. I do have two more in my arsenal, one that I'm currently using and then one more in the hoarding closet. And that's it for me, girl. Once I am done with those, whether hair curling season is still with us or not, I will not buy any more. I think in total that will make 5 for the summer. And I haven't even like curled my hair as much as I would have wanted to. There have been a lot of just messy bun days, or I haven't even styled my hair. So it is horrifying to think about how much I would use if it were me working in the summer and curling my hair more frequently. So this stuff is the best. I'll tell you why. It holds my curl without them getting crunchy, no matter how humid it is, how sticky and sweaty I get. This is just foolproof, and I do love it for that reason. Finally, the one non-hair curling product that I have is the Sephora hair mask. Oh, repairing hair mask, key word there. This was okay. It to me is equivalent to like the Aussie 3-minute mask. More like a conditioner. It was kind of thin. It lasted a long time though. Surprisingly, there are 6.76 fluid ounces in here, but I wasn't impressed. It's not one that I'm gonna go ahead and repurchase again. It was interesting to try, pretty good price point, but it's really just a conditioner. It wasn't hardy enough for how thick and coarse my hair is. If you have thinner hair that tends to get oily looking, this might be better for you, but it's really not for my hair type. Ooh, I've got a lot of nail items to talk through. We being me, I actually used up a lot of boxes. I was really making a concerted effort to just use up the ones that were sort of kind of one-time used. So the first ones that I have come from Impress. I have these gorgeous ones called Hopefully. I really liked these. I thought they were really beautiful nail, especially with my semi-tan skin. And if you're thinking to yourself, Victoria, are you really tan? Yes, I am. Look at my distinctive watch tan. I don't know what's more horrifying, that I'm this tan or that I'm that pale normally other months of the year. But either way, I thought those were really beautiful for the summer. Then I have these ones I did not love as much. These are called All Summer Long. I thought they were really fun because they were like this blue wave French nail. No. I don't think teal I'm cool with. I don't think I'm a blue nail person. And then the like accent decal thing there, it did not hold up very well. So these weren't a smash success. I also have these rain check ones. Really pretty. I enjoyed these. Oh, I have my 4th of July nails. So fun. These are called Counting Stars. Yeah. They were really enjoyable to have for the 4th of July. I would have been okay without the American flags and just the white with the stars, or just to have red stripes. I think that would have been a cool abstract 4th of July nail, but nobody collaborates with me over at Impress, although I have a lot of ideas to share. So I did enjoy these for 4th of July. I have one Kiss, surprisingly only one Kiss brush on nail glue. I'm sure I will find more between now and the next trash talk. They tend to like cycle in my life. And then I have a few from Magic Press, Dashing Diva. I don't know the names of any of these, but I have these. I like these in theory, but I didn't quite love the shape for me. I'm more of a like oval person than I am an oval. These were a little bit too oval leaning for me. Then I have these ones. I really liked these. These were their blue French manicure. I know I was just saying I'm not a blue nail person, but these are an exception to the rule. I just really love, I think it's super sleek on Dashing Diva's part, how thin they make the French manicure line. I just feel like it really elongates my fingers and my nails just look really sleek. I like it a lot. Then I have these. I don't know what these ones, these are like a matte mauve. I didn't really wear the gold. I wore more of the other colors of this. And then lastly, I had these. These are kind of outside of the box for me. These sort of negative space ones. These were hard to get a second set out of, especially to follow the pattern, but I actually had a lot of compliments on these nails. These probably are a bit like trendy. I don't pay attention much at all to nail art because I'm not out there wearing anything on my nails besides press-on nails, but these were fun. I don't know if I'd buy them again, but I did enjoy them. Okay, to round this off, 2 household items. The first is Fortune Cookie Soap. It's the Let's Stay Home laundry detergent, and I have bad news to share with you. Scent of this, lovely, super fallish, kind of out of season, got through that part. I think we're going to have to change laundry detergent, which pains me to my core, but I just don't believe that they are as effective at cleaning stains off of our clothing as they used to be. Like there are times I have had like a stain on a shirt that should easily wash out without me like spraying any spraying wash on there, like mac and cheese. Like I've had like a bit of mac and cheese hit my shirt because that's what my daughter likes to eat, and for some reason I find that it stains unless I put spray and wash, which didn't normally do that. Up against Tide, I don't have that problem. So I do have, I think, one more from my last purchase. I'm gonna very closely pay attention to this and prove my theory right or wrong, but it's not looking good. And then I've got the Jello hand soap refill pods. This was a time in my life that I tried to get away from Bath & Body Works hand soaps. Here's what I'll say. The cucumber melon jasmine is a fine scent, but the reality is we don't love the pump mechanism, which very much deters us from wanting to go down this path because you need this pump to get the right amount of water to hand soap pod ratio. And I just kind of love scent variety. So I tried it, I explored it, but ultimately it's not going to be it for us. We do have another bag that we're very slowly working on because I just more often than not am pulling out a Bath & Body Works hand soap, but we tried it. It's not a bad company. It just doesn't quite work for us, mostly because the pump it's a little bit hard. The pump to bottle ratio isn't great. So as you work through the liquid, it starts to like, you go to pump it and it kind of moves around or it falls away from you. It really bothered Ben. Not a lot of things in life bother Ben. So for him to be bothered by the hand soap pump should tell you something. Oh my gosh, I lied to you. I have one more category, which is baby girls category, the most important category that we have. We've got we've got one, we have one of everything. So I've got one of the beloved Honest Eczema Cream Soothing Therapy. This is the best line for her, but I'm only gonna buy it when it's on sale because this stuff is not cheap. So I mass purchased Memorial Day weekend. We should be set, I think, until, if I'm lucky, Black Friday time, and then I will re-up on all that we need because this and the balm that they have, along with the body wash is good, but it's not the best. This stuff is just great. Then I have also from Honest, the Honest Conditioner. It's so strange to me. We are drowning in shampoo. We're gonna have shampoo probably the baby girl is like 5, but I noticed pretty early on in her life, because I have been told, she has a lot of hair for a kid her age. Like I've had to cut her hair a few times and she's only 18 months old, but it just grows. And I was finding that with just shampoo, her hair kind of would lose its softness. So I happened to be given a conditioner from Honest. So I was like, let me go ahead and try it. And it made a difference. It gives her hair that softness after we wash it with any shampoo. However, this is not readily available at my local CVS's anymore, which is upsetting because that's how I was going to like get future ones of these. I'm gonna coupon them, get them for much cheaper. And it kind of turns out that baby conditioner isn't readily in people's collections, or it's not in their lines. I don't know why. I don't know if, like baby shampoo, you need to really use baby conditioner, or if that's, I don't know if that's a farce, or if just not enough kids actually need it. I don't know. But either way, I am now adding this to my list of things that I will hold out for and purchase when they have a sale. Since then, I've been able to find, I don't even know if it's gonna be any good. I haven't tried it on her hair. Aveeno had one at CVS that I was able to coupon and get for a cheaper price, but we do like this stuff. It does help keep her hair soft. Speaking of shampoo, I've got Old Faithful here. I've got a Johnson's baby shampoo. We have a bunch of these. I just am sort of using the things that I have been gifted over the time I've had my daughter, and I'm just gonna keep working through them. It's fine, it washes her hair, leaves her cleaner, and the scent of it is actually very nice, but I don't think I would buy Johnson & Johnson's. And then finally, I have the Aveeno Baby Eczema Therapy Nighttime Balm. This is a big tub of this stuff. It's okay. It isn't my favorite for her. It's a little bit thin, and I just prefer a little bit of a thicker balm for her eczema. It's by no means hurting her, and this is my second one I've used of this, and in a pinch, it's fine. I think I might have another one that I just coupon when I was trying to like find alternatives for the Honest one, but I prefer the Honest over this. Oh my gosh, that's it. We're done talking. As I always try to promise, I will try to film these more frequently, but I can't seem to. It is the crux of my life to not have a better schedule, but with an 18-month-old, what schedule can a person possibly have at this point? But anyways, I so appreciate you being here, hearing my rambly thoughts, and I look forward to talking with you in my next video real soon. Bye.